Hello, my name is Rachel Simmons, and I am the Student Services Intern here at Lewis Clark State College. How many of you would like to work on reading comprehension? If the answer is yes, then I hope that this video will help you. Today, I'm going to present one strategy that has been known to help college students make reading productive and hopefully more interesting. Also, if you would like to schedule a meeting with me, I can help you fill out the printouts that are connected to this webinar. First, let's narrow down what reading comprehension is. Reading comprehension is actively understanding what you are reading. It is understanding, processing, and making connections with what you already know. So when you are in a classroom, chances are you will learn more if you are interested in the subject that is being taught. The same thing has to do with reading. Reading something that you are interested in helps you become engaged, and in turn you are going to remember a lot more. Unfortunately, sometimes reading material is dry or you're just not interested in it. These materials may be required for a class. So, how can we make this more enjoyable? By using certain strategies that can help, it still may not be your favorite thing to do, but you will be able to understand what you are reading, and this means that you can save time from having to reread materials because they don't sink in the first time. There are many strategies, but the one we are going to look at today is the SQ3R Reading Method. This is a method that has been proven to help with reading engagement, and hopefully this will help with the more undesirable reading. Alright, let's get started. What does this SQ3R acronym mean? The S stands for survey. The Q stands for question, and the 3R is together. The 3 R's stand for read, recall, and review. We will go into depth on what these mean, but for now, these steps are here to help you stay on track and not get distracted. These are designed to help you set up a positive reading experience that takes less time and helps you understand what you are reading. S stands for survey. This is what you do first when you are sitting down to read your material. First, before you start reading, look over the page. See what immediately catches your attention. These could be titles, headings, bold words. Then, when looking at the reading, read through the introductions and the conclusions first. That way, you will already have a pretty good idea about what you are going to read. Then, if there are any footnotes, take time to read those as well. They will help identify any potentially confusing or missing information that could be missing in general. Q. Q stands for question or query. This is where the little bit that you have read becomes important in the reading process. You need to get engaged with the reading. This is why we need to start forming questions. If there are any questions that come to mind, immediately write them down. If there are highlighted words or other words that you are confused about, look them up. Get the definition and write it down too. Look at the overall reading material. Try to turn the headings as well as pictures into questions. If you are unsure about what a picture is trying to portray, turn it into a question and write it down. Make sure that you are writing all the questions down. I know that I've mentioned this many times, but if you don't, you will forget them. Writing things down helps cement them into your memory. Also, just as a fun tip, if you write things in red pen, it is shown that our brains are more likely to remember things that are written in that color. Another strategy is chewing gum. Chewing gum while studying or reading can help connect our brains and taste buds. So if you chew a specific gum flavor when studying, and then you chew the same one while taking a test, this will help calm your nerves while also reminding your brain about what you studied. The first R is read. This is where you're actually reading your material. Try not to stop. If you are confused, that's okay. Just keep reading. If you find out the answers to the questions you wrote down previously, now is a great time to write them down. If you can, try to highlight parts of the reading that are important. Think of this more like you are skimming the page. Read every word, but don't spend too much time on any particular part of the reading. The second R is recall. This is where you are reflecting on what you have read. Repeat back to yourself. A good way to do this is out loud, and I suggest doing it in front of a mirror. The act of teaching what you have read is very important and helps solidify what you have learned. If you do have someone that you can teach the material to, that is preferred. But even if you don't have a person near or you are not close to a mirror, reciting it out loud to yourself is a great way to do it. You can also write a summary to recite it as well. Writing is a very important skill, and it connects many pathways in the brain. Lastly, think about what you said or wrote. Do you understand what you were saying? If not, that's okay. That ties into our next R point, which is review. This is where we review what we have done. If you are having any trouble in the recall step, this is where you look through your notes and see what you said or wrote makes sense. If it still doesn't answer your questions, skim through the reading again and find the answers. It's also a good idea to read through it again slowly and remember the important sections. This can become a very important step, especially if you are going to be tested on the material read. Highlighting important information and then either earmarking the page or writing the page numbers down can help when the final studying comes for the exam. The SQ3R reading method can be used for many things, including college-assigned reading, instructions, understanding a syllabus, or personal reading. When you are able to read more effectively, you will be able to achieve tasks so much faster. This will help your time management and help you get the most out of your reading, whether it is enjoyable or just required. The SQ3R reading method is to help you achieve the most out of your time when reading. Time is important to everyone, and we want to get things done efficiently so we are able to complete things that we enjoy. The SQ3R reading method will help you get things done effectively and help you get through the difficult and daunting reading tasks that you may have before you. It will also help you feel as if your reading absorption and comprehension has helped because now you are engaged. Thank you so much for watching this webinar. I hope that you enjoy it and you try to start using the SQ3R reading method and that it helps you. I'm going to attach a few printables that you can use as templates to try out the SQ3R method for yourself. Again, thank you so much, and hopefully I will put up another webinar soon. Thanks. Bye.